If you're watching this video, you're probably juggling 25 different things that you're supposed to be doing in your head. You know you should revise, but you don't know where to start. You've opened a dozen tabs. You've opened your Notion calendar, your Google calendar. You've opened your Apple phone calendar, your whatever phone calendar. Literally, you've done everything that you're supposed to be doing, but you're not starting. Everything feels equally urgent. Everything becomes blurry after that. And especially when it's summertime, when there's no fixed schedule. There are no deadlines breathing down your neck. You can do whatever you want anytime that you want. It's so easy to lose momentum or fall into an all or nothing mindset. This video is going to walk you through a 20-minute process of how you can make a summer focus plan. It is designed for times like these when your time is completely flexible, but your deadlines, well, not really deadlines, but your goals are not. And of course, when the priorities aren't clear. So here's exactly what you need. You need to know what you want to revise. You need to block out the noise, and you need to start small and start right. There's no pressure to catch up with anyone. You just do it in your own time. Summer guilt will hit hard if you don't know what to prioritize. So what are the common reasons for academic overwhelm? Number one is too many open loops. You may have concepts that you half remember. There's unanswered questions that you haven't answered before. There's stuff that you were supposed to go back to in your homework that you forgot to do that. There's future deadlines. You're just not ready for any of these. And number two, there's no priority filter. Everything seems urgent, so it's easy for you to get overwhelmed super quickly. So therefore, before you even open your book to study, you need to get clear. Your brain doesn't need any more junk. It just needs to be clear and sorted out. It needs to be organized. It doesn't even need any more motivation. It literally just needs a guide. So number one, dump, sort, and shrink. You're gonna dump everything down that's bugging you, literally everything academically, everything in your day-to-day life, whatever it is that you need to do that's bugging you, write it down. Big or small, even things like, I need to shower today, I need to change my towel today, write them down. So for example, you can write things like thermodynamics confusion, acids and bases rules, can't remember them, past papers never finished. You can write every single thing down that's bothering you. Then you're gonna sort them out. Now you're gonna divide them into 3 simple buckets. The first bucket is understand. These are for the topics that you never fully grasp and you need to go over again in order to understand it further. The second bucket is forget. These are for the topics that you used to know but you've already forgotten and you need to go over it again to refresh your memory. And the last bucket is for practice. These are the stuff that you know in theory but you haven't done any practice for yet. And after you've done with the sort, now you can do the shrink. In shrink, you're gonna use a color symbol in order to rank them between their urgency. So red is for very urgent, yellow is for medium, and green is for low. You can use red for things that are always appearing everywhere. So things that, like, for example, in bonding, there's concepts that always comes up over and over again, which is like the van der Waals forces, intermolecular forces, all of those, like all the core concepts, they will keep repeating in other topics as well. So I would always highlight them in red. Yellow is for supporting topics, helpful but not vital. And for green, the low one, they're for optional ones, only revise if the time allows. So now that you've sorted them out, what looks like a mountain, you now have smaller mountains that are more manageable to climb. And that forms your real summer curriculum. And if you want a clean way to plan this out, I have made a summer focus map for you guys to use here. This is the template. You can just screenshot this and add it in as you like. It's literally a 1-page visual where you can dump every topic on your mind. You can sort them into understand, forget, and practice. And you can color code them by priority using red, yellow, green, as we mentioned before. I'll also put this up onto a Google Drive so you guys can just download it if you want to download it instead of screenshotting it. Keep it messy if you want. Use a pen, whatever it is. This is all about untangling your brain. Step 2 is where you have an anchor topic. You need to ask yourself, if I could focus on just one topic this week, what topic would that be? Especially if it's something that will help you to feel less behind in the topics that you're supposed to be studying. This will be your fallback topic. So for example, if you don't do anything that week, life just happens, you still have that anchor topic for you to feel better about yourself. So whenever things get a bit messy, just come back to it and let yourself to rebuild the pace and the program that you're doing right now. And eventually you'll get back into the rhythm of it, which is always what we want. And step 3 is to make your weekly focus map. You want to create a weekly rhythm with all the simple goals that you have. So here's a low pressure template that you can repeat. Monday is for anchor topics. You want to relearn it, rewatch it, re-outline it. Tuesday is for understanding topics. So one concept that you never got fully. And then Wednesday is for practice topics. You want to drill, you want to solve, you want to test. If you make a mistake, write it down. And Thursday, understanding another topics for secondary topics that you want to cover as well. Friday for light reviewing, summarizing, flashcards, active recall, spatial repetition, using voice notes, things like that. And then last but not least, in the weekends, you can use this to catch up, or you can have a good rest during the weekend. You're not supposed to be doing 6 hours hours of studying every single day during the summertime, or even during school time. You're not supposed to be doing that much studying. You just have to be consistent about it. So you just want to aim for about 1 to 2 maximum hours a day. The point is to build a system that you can use even when school comes back again. So here's a final reminder for you. You're not falling behind. You're just not filtering your tasks, and therefore it looks like a mountain of things that you need to do, and you get overwhelmed and you just don't even start. So what you need to do is you need to stabilize your foundations. A good summer plan is not about ambition. It's all about the clarity of it. And clarity always comes from a map. You don't find treasure without using a map, isn't it? You may stumble upon it accidentally, but that's not very likely, and therefore you can't find clarity by stumbling upon it. So to quickly summarize, this is what a summer focus map is. You need to dump the noise, shrink your list, anchor your week, and keep your rhythm repeatable. Even 1 hour of focus study will help you to get so much further than anything else. You just need to be present and a little more intentional than you were yesterday. So you've got time, don't worry about it. Use it on what truly matters. Aside from that, if you found this helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next one. All the best. Bye.